It's the universal. Universal?
Universal.
Listen, I can't talk.
Hi, I'm Ashley Blom.
And I'm James Fight.
And together we are BlomFite.
A comedy duo team.
From Austin, Texas.
And this is our banter. Here's the thing about the sex talk. I don't like the fact that, like, there's, like, supposed to be one talk, you know? Because, like, that's dumb. That creates anxiety from, like...
The parent or the kid? Like,
for the kid. Because, like, oh, I only have one chance to talk to my my parent about this. Like, what... Here's the thing. Then it also installs, like, if I can only talk about this to my parents once. And that's during the talk. So anytime after that, I can't do it.
You know, I didn't have that much stress about it. Like, I didn't know that there was, like, a talk. So I grew up with a mom who was a nurse. And obviously, like, she sees a lot of, like, teenage pregnancies and things like that. So she agreed with my dad that they would just be honest and answer our questions as they came up. So it was never like, oh, a stork brings a baby.
Yeah.
It was like, no, the baby grows in mommy's tummy, and that was how much information I needed at that time. And then when I needed to know, like, how a mom and dad make a baby, they gave me the explanation of daddy has some parts to make a baby, mommy has some parts, and when you put them together it makes a baby. Okay, and then it was just like bit by bit, whatever information was appropriate for my age.
See, that's how it needs to be done.
Exactly.
Because then it doesn't set this one gigantic moment filled with anxiety. It's, oh, yeah, you can just talk to at the same time.
So I didn't know that there was a talk. I just kind of knew how things worked by the time school was telling us how things worked.
Right.
So it was pretty low pressure. I don't think I ever, like, stumped my mom with anything. I do remember that it was very much based on, like, I was watching a movie with them and something came up and I asked them, oh, what are they talking about? And so one was Look Who's Talking, because the beginning of Look Who's Talking, it's like a whole animated sperm and egg thing. And
that's hot.
I was... Anyway, so I asked them what this was, and they're like, oh, those are the cells that make a baby. This is how a baby is made. I'm like, oh, okay. And I also think having a little brother helped, because he came out and I'm like, why is his stuff different than my stuff?
How's that work?
And then, like, eventually I kind of realized, okay, so, like, one goes in and one goes out, and so they probably fit together, and that's how that works.
So two things based off that. So growing up, I never really got any sort of sex talk, except my parents will refuse this, that they did this, but they would just make sex jokes. Like, jokes about sex, and I was just there, so that's all I heard. Like, one example, on TV one time they showed a little bit of a butt, and then my parents made a joke about me masturbating. Like, me going in the bathroom masturbating.
To a butt?
Yep. I was like 12 at the time.
Okay.
And I was like, what? What is that? I was very confused, and then very embarrassed. Anyway, they never gave me the talk. Anyway, all that to say, I didn't know really what a vagina looked like until I was 16, when I started watching porn. My parents are gonna love watching this.
I'm being very careful about what I reveal.
Yeah. So, I thought a vagina was similar to a penis, but this is a penis. Very girthy. But it's just like a hollow tube.
Did not have the sex talk.
It was just a hollow tube.
You thought the penis was a hollow tube?
No, I thought the vagina was a hollow tube that the penis goes into, and it's like a Chinese finger trap. And that's what it was.
Oh, no, so you thought that, like, we had, like, a protruding sex organ, but
but it was just like hollow inside, and it was perfectly aligned. Yeah.
I will say this, so part of the whole giving information that is appropriate for the age, I asked I kept seeing, like, tampon ads and pad ads.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Mom, what is this? It's all these women being real excited about this blue liquid. And my mom's like, oh, okay, well, every month your body gets ready to have a baby, and if it doesn't get the proper cells from the dad, then you just get rid of it all. and the pads and the tampons help catch everything. So to my 10-year-old brain, I thought that my body would collect just baby parts and start making them and then expel them at the end of every month.
Oh, got an arm this month.
I was always like checking the toilet to see if there was any like parts in there. But no, and again, like I am so happy my parents like gave me like the talk kind of in pieces when I had questions and didn't lie to me, and I just kind of accepted it as like, okay, this is a thing. Like, why is this weird that we're talking about it?
Yeah.
And then it was another time, another movie where they were referencing sex, and I'm like, wait, those people aren't doing this to make a baby.
Wait, you can do it for fun?
Yeah, and I'm like, well, what? Like, it's okay. And my mom and dad, it might have been my dad actually, being like, oh, no, sometimes people just do it because it feels good, but that's really not something you should do for a long time. Don't do it for a long time.
So, that reminds me of my second point that I was going to bring up, and we'll end on this. I didn't know how sex worked until I was 15.
My vagina was a sock.
Yep. So I was very well versed in sex, obviously, and I just thought that I knew the man put his penis in the vagina, but beyond that, that's all I thought would happen, and that's how you had sex.
You just like...
Yeah, and that's it. And then stuff would happen.
Just sat there.
That's it. That's what I thought. So the moral of this is, to the parents, talk to your kids about sex all the time.
Just be honest, be age appropriate. Like, you don't have to go into huge details if they're 6 years old, but I don't know.
Just talk to them. Not once, multiple times.
Yeah.
Hey, if you want us to talk about anything else, just comment in the comments below. And
tell us some things.
Tell us some things. Tell us about your sexual knowledge.
That's my dog.